So here is the specification, which is everything that you could be asked about directly in the exam. And we're going to start by looking at the 6 articles of faith in Sunni Islam, and we're going to look at 5 roots of Usul al-Din in Shia Islam. So, first of all, we need to understand a little bit about what we mean by Sunni Muslims and Shia Muslims. So, Muhammad dies in 632 CE, and there is this debate within the Muslim community about who should succeed Muhammad. Now, for Sunni Muslims, they believe the leader should be elected by the community, by the Ummah, and they elect Abu Bakr as the first rightly guided caliph. And an imam is someone who leads prayers in a mosque, and that would be really important for a later video. Then you have Shia Muslims, and they believe that the leader who should succeed Muhammad should be a descendant of Muhammad, and they choose Ali to be the first imam and successor because he is someone who is related to Muhammad. And they believe that imams are divinely guided and have a special status, and again we're going to look at that later. So what are the 6 articles of faith and the 5 roots of Usul al-Din? So let's start with the 6 articles of faith. These are, if you like, 6 key beliefs that Sunni Muslims have or hold to be important. So the first is Tawheed, which is the oneness of God. There's also the belief in angels, the belief in holy books, the belief in prophets, the belief in the day of judgment, so there being a time where you will be judged, and something called the supremacy of God's will, this idea that God knows everything that will happen, which is sometimes called predestination. For Shia Muslims, they have something called the 5 roots of Usul al-Din, and you'll see there are some similarities and differences. So first of all, we have some similarities in terms of Tawheed, so the belief in the oneness of God, the belief in prophethood, and also the belief in resurrection, which is very similar to the belief there in the day of judgment, just slightly different terminology. But you've also got some more distinctive beliefs. So you've got the beliefs in the justice of God, so Adalat, and also in the imamment, which is the idea that there are 12 imams that are chosen by God to lead Islam. So remember, going back to our previous discussion, Sunni Muslims see the imam as someone who leads prayers in a mosque, and for Shia Muslims, the imam is something that's arguably a bit more important. These are people that are chosen by God to lead Islam.